into the race, just doing something that we weren't quite expecting. And wow. That's what we have to say for him. And a good work by him and Jonas Ricard. And yeah, that was very, very good to see. But obviously, the winner of today is Tim Merlier. We even saw Remco Evenepoel doing a few turns as well to try and get back Mathieu Van der Poel. So they really were working all out for Tim Merlier to try and get that win. Now Soudal Quickstep had 3 stage wins in this year's Tour de France. So whatever happens with Remco Evenepoel in the mountains, this is a very, very good position for them to be in. And maybe they can get even more sprints. And Tim Merlier absolutely not interested in that green jersey, as we can see. Yeah, we saw Visma Lease Bike doing their good tactics as well. It's better to be offensive than, yeah, that's the good defense position that they had. Being alert to the crosswinds positions, they have Campenaerts and Tiespenut, so they might as well use them when you have them in your team. So I think that was very good riding by them as well. So can't take anything away from them for sure. But other than that, I mean, the stage was fairly quiet. There was a few crashes here and there. But one big headline that happened was, of course, that Joao Almeida is no longer part of the Tour de France, which is a great shame. Last year's 4th place finisher, of course, this year has been having an absolute incredible run of form. Currently sitting 2nd place in the UCI rankings as well. Winning the Tour de Romandie, winning the Tour de Suisse, yeah, and Tour de Basse-Country as well. Absolutely incredible rider. His 4th place last year in the Tour de France, despite working for Tadej Pogacar, was crazy good as well. He's such a good rider, as we know, but out of the race. And yeah, broken hand or something like that, and fractured ribs. Not comfortable, to say the least. But yeah, this was not potentially how he would have seen his Tour de France end, of course. And I mean, what does this mean for UAE Team Emirates as well? We did talk about in the previews that they didn't include the likes of Rafa Majka, who looked very strong at the Tour of Austria. They didn't even include Felix Großschartner or someone like Brendan McNulty. They have a very strong depth in their team, but losing someone like Almeida, arguably your 2nd strongest rider, judging by last year's Tour de France for sure, but now his other riders such as Pavel Sivakov and Adam Yates will have to really step up. Marc Soler as well was there in positioning Tadej Pogacar in the crucial moments in the crosswinds. But now UAE Team Emirates really need to think about what they're going to do in terms of like just making sure that they don't burn too many riders here. Maybe this means that Tadej Pogacar is not going to be going for as many stages as he maybe thought. Depends how he's feeling. We saw in the Dauphiné, they had a very limited mountain climbing support, but Tadej Pogacar absolutely ran rings around Visma Lease Bike and the other teams. So it's going to be an interesting one, but I think maybe UAE Team Emirates will be a bit more defensive, not having Almeida in their team. And Visma Lease Bike, for sure, they will be trying all kinds of tactics to try and get under the skin of UAE Team Emirates. We've already seen the public, I don't know, confrontation, criticisms between Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar. So maybe that can carry on as well. But in a way, it's good for the racing that UAE Team Emirates are a bit weakened. But obviously, it's very sad that riders such as Joao Almeida in such good form this year is out of the race. But UAE Team Emirates have a lot of strong riders within their team that can actually do something here for them. So we'll wait and see if there is potentially some repercussions for UAE Team Emirates here. And I think they are going to be working a bit less. They're going to try and throw that yellow jersey away potentially tomorrow if they can. I don't know if he's going to try and go for the stage win tomorrow. Maybe they would try and give this jersey to someone like Bruno Morai if he's close enough. Maybe he's a bit too far down, but you know what I mean. So we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow on that stage. I think that's going to be very telling how UAE Team Emirates go forward in this year's Tour de France without Joao Almeida. We'll have to see what happens to Joao Almeida for the rest of the year as well, how long this recovery takes. And yeah, the crash taking him out on stage 7, that took out Eddie Dunbar as well. That crash absolutely robbed us of what could have been for many of these riders. So yeah, what a shame. But in terms of Mathieu Van der Poel, that green jersey probably not going to happen. Very far down here. I think Jonathan Milan is certainly the key rider here. We'll see how the intermediate sprints play out in the mountains. But yeah, it's going to be between Jonathan Milan, I think, and Tadej Pogacar for that green jersey, if we're honest. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But Tim Merlier, what a win. John Milan, we'll see what he does going forward. This rivalry between John Milan and Tim Merlier is very exciting to see, and I think Merlier is definitely our strongest sprinter in this race and in the world as a result as well. So yeah, sorry, Jonathan Milan fans. I think they need to think about doing something different, catching out Merlier in the sprints. And obviously, we also have to talk about Biniam Girmay. It was a bit of a shame in this sprint. We could see that crucial moment where Onadili was right in front of him. If he had a leader man, could have jumped on that wheel. Maybe he could have got a fourth place, at least a top 5. But it's just not been his day today. And Intermarché just missing that one man. Maybe a Gerben Tysons would have been a good leader man here for Biniam Girmay. They're missing that one rider. We saw that yesterday as well. So a great shame for Biniam Girmay as well. But UAE Team Emirates passed another stage, flying colours here in terms of Tadej Pogacar with that yellow jersey. He's going to take it into the 14 Juillet, that very interesting stage, that where we can actually see some real ramifications in terms of some big splits. So that polka dot jersey